Welcome to Austria, Agent 47. Your targets are Dorian Lang, Guillaume Maison, and Doris Lee, 3 remaining members of the international gang of thieves known as the Yardbirds. The Yardbirds were famous for the daring heists, in particular, one that took place against Shamal Casino in Las Vegas. However, the money proved to be the property of organized criminals who in turn launched a campaign of violence and retaliation in an effort to identify the thieves and find the money. Feeling the earth burn beneath them, the Yardbirds entered into a secret agreement. The treasure would remain hidden, and once the dust settled, the last remaining member was to inherit everything. The group retired, and all members vanished from sight until Calvin Ritter, the Sparrow, was found dead on his yacht. But the remaining members remained elusive. The group never gathers in one place, but today is a special occasion. The wedding of Elizabeth Lang is taking place at the palatial home of Guillaume Maison with Doris Lee as a special guest. Our client is Alexander Kovac, the founder of the Yardbirds. He has stipulated that all 3 targets and their bodyguards must be eliminated at this event. Should any of the Yardbirds escape, the contract is invalidated. Looks like Kovac is making his final bid for the lost millions. Good luck. Good afternoon, 47. The wedding ceremony is about to begin with Lang and his daughter arriving shortly by car. It is expected that they will proceed directly to the open area where the groom and priest is waiting, along with all the wedding guests. Guillaume Maison has been on site all day, preparing the wedding details and entertaining guests. I expect he will also attend the ceremony. Doris Lee is en route via helicopter and should be arriving any minute now. My intel suggests she will not be watching the bride and groom exchange vows, but do keep a lookout anyway. We are working within a limited window of opportunity here, 47. We expect the targets to stay for no longer than 15 minutes. Good luck, 47. That is Guillaume Maison, the Kingfisher, former Interpol agent and the owner of the mansion and its grounds. That should be hidden well enough for the time being. That is Doris Lee, aka the Goldfinch, former Hollywood stuntwoman of Cheyenne descent. 47, they're beginning to suspect something. That was quite the explosion, 47. 47, someone's onto you. Doris Lee is down. Well done, 47. 47, you're about to be spotted. "47, code red. Everyone is evacuating." I've got Dorian Lang trying to head for an exit, 47. Confirmed kill on Maison, 47. Lang has been eliminated. 47. The money will be wired to your account in a moment. Former Kandanyang national poet, has been kidnapped from his suburban home. Ledong defected to the US during a meeting at the United Nations some years ago and has been living under witness protection ever since. Your targets are Jin Nu, Lom Kwai, and Ri Thak, 3 key members of Sun Po's military elite known as the Heavenly Guard. The 3 are in Singapore to secure Mr. and Mrs. Ledong, who've been smuggled from the US in a shipping container. The Ledongs are expected to be transported back to Kandanyang for a public execution to celebrate the birthday of the country's dictator, Sun Po. The targets are preparing to transfer Ledong and his wife to an awaiting cargo ship. The 3 are under orders not to allow Han Ledong to escape again, so keep this one quiet, 47. Should the alarm be raised, we expect 1 or more of the targets to try to eliminate the hostages. They must survive for the mission to be a success. Good luck. That is Captain Ree Thack, aka Spider Lily, gifted recruiter and intelligence officer in the Heavenly Guard. That is Colonel Jin Nu, aka The Blade. Vicious and fanatical, Colonel Nu has orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency. That is Captain Lom Kwai, aka Dragon Eye, and his nickname after taking a bullet for the Heavenly Leader. That should be hidden well enough for the time being. Looks like Colonel Nu and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47. "47, I'm seeing movement. Spider Lily is escorting the hostages towards the ship. Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. Out of sight, out of mind. Colonel Jinnu, the Blade, eliminated. Good job, 47. Captain Reethak, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting. "47, someone's onto you." Well done, 47. I'm tracking 10. 47, an alarm went off. They're evacuating. The Heavenly Guard has been taken care of. I'll get an extraction team to secure the hostages. Excellent work, 47. Welcome to Siberia, 47. One of the harshest climates on the planet. Your destination is the privately owned Perm 14 prison facility, located near the freezing Siberian tundra. Here, you're tasked with the elimination of Vitaly Reznikov, warden at the prison, and Roman Kabko, renowned Russian mobster with suspected political ties. Roman Kabko has been a prisoner at Perm 14 for the past decade, but has functioned more as a second-in-command than a prisoner. Now he wants out and has offered Warden Reznikov a bribe to facilitate an early release, scheduled to take place today. Kabko's offer comes at an opportune time for Reznikov, as investigations by the United Nations Human Rights Council are underway. A string of recent news articles has exposed violence and even murder as everyday occurrences in Perm 14. Our client suspects that Kabko's release could cause serious diplomatic issues. Both targets must be eliminated, along with Reznikov's mercenary guards, the Siberian Tigers. Note that the prison's regular guards are not sanctioned targets. Now, a riot is brewing in the prison, which could be used to our advantage. Since our client has asked we eliminate the targets clandestinely, you will need to find a way to set the riot off and use it as a cover for the eliminations. I will leave you to prepare. That is Vitaly Reznikov, corrupt warden here at the Perm 14 prison facility. Roman Cabco looks to be violently punishing another prisoner. It's not pretty. That is Roman Cabco, high-ranking member of the Russian Mafia and about to be released from prison. Clever use of the environment, 47. 47, you're about to be spotted. 47, code red. Everyone is evacuating. 47, the warden is on the move. He's heading for an exit. That's the last target eliminated. Good work as always, 47. The riot should cover our tracks perfectly. I'll wire the money as per usual.